Pat Finch. What's going on? What's going on? Coming to you on a rare Saturday evening. I know we got some college football going on right now, but I did want to talk briefly about the Patriots and the Falcons game tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you're sharing the content, and make sure you guys will subscribe to the Ken's Pats Talk Patriots podcast. First off, I hope you guys are doing great out there today. How you guys are doing? I know you guys are getting ready for the game. I got Planet joining me too. What's good, bro?
What up, Ken? We that much closer, man. Just
Man,
one
we are
less
we
than a
are
day.
way less than 24 hours away, man. I ain't even gonna be able to sleep tonight. I'm so excited, man. I'm excited and I'm anxious and I'm nervous about this game. I don't I picked we didn't do our show or whatnot, but I did it with D. And I'm gonna do the pick here. I don't feel good about this game, man. But what's the latest news though from the team? I mean, I know you've been checking it out or whatnot.
That's right, though. I forgot all about that. You had said this for weeks now that you were kind of worried
When the
about this
schedule came
game.
out in May, I think you remember I picked this. I said this a game we're gonna lose when the schedule came out in May. So I ain't got no. I got to stick with it. I can't
Yeah.
wait. I can't go back on it now. But go ahead.
Nah, I mean, we all know we heard the news about Ramondre Stevenson being out. So obviously everybody's expecting Trevion Henderson to have that big game. He showed glimpses last week. You're gonna have Terrell Jennings out there. And who's the guy we just picked up to elevate?
Dearness Johnson. We
That's
just
right.
elevated him to rank. He was with the Browns a few years ago. Let me give me 1 second.
Browns. I think the Cardinals he was most recently with. So he's just been like I believe he's one of those guys that has been in the league for a little while now.
He was with the Browns for what 3 years, the Jaguars, the Ravens practice squad, Cardinals practice squad, and now he's on the Patriots practice squad. But we just elevated him. I actually
Yeah.
liked him with the Browns a few years ago. He was solid.
He actually has a chance to eclipse 1,000 career rushing yards in this game. I think he's like 20 yards away. So we'll see how much they use him or if they'll use him at all.
He's
You know what I
29
mean?
years old. You know, a lot of times they elevate these guys. They don't even see a snap. So,
Exactly.
but I think he's going to see something because I don't think we can rely right now heavily on Trevion Henderson and Terrell Jennings is what is he? He's still he was a practice squad guy. So, but he's on the roster. So I think we're going to talk about trades in a few minutes, but I think the running back depth chart is something concerning. Let's talk real quick about Ramondre Stevenson, the toe injury. When did you think he got hurt? Because I didn't see nothing during the game last week.
I didn't see anything either, but I had read an article where somebody mentioned that he did come up limping, or at least limping off the field after the game. So it's not something that was like noticeable as far as watching the game goes, but I do believe he suffered it in the game, probably somewhere towards the end. I'm worried that it's a turf toe because what other toe injury would really keep you out a full week? And sometimes turf
But the
toe goes
thing is,
on.
won't Stephon Diggs and Berber, weren't they dealing with a toe injury or something like that this week?
Was it a
Oh,
toe? I know Diggs was dealing with the chest a couple weeks
and
ago, and then recently it was either a toe or an
or
ankle or
ankle,
something.
yeah. I
Yeah,
thought
you're
I
right.
read that, yeah. So I don't know. I'm concerned. And then for a running back, when they planting and receivers, they need they feet and they toes. So that could be there's something we're gonna see how because we'll know by Tuesday how serious it is because we acquire a running back like let's just say a Tony Pollard. Then we
Yeah,
know Ramondre probably gonna be out a while. I want us to get Jalen Wright from the Dolphins. He's not doing nothing in Miami. They got Ollie Gordon, David. They got A Chain. But I think we're gonna sign a running back. Let's see how Dearness Johnson and Terrell Jennings and Travion Henderson does them. I think Travion will get the bulk of the carries, but I'm
yeah.
scared about him wearing. I don't want to give him 25 carries.
It's interesting you just brought up the trade Jalen Wright. I just seen across the top of the screen, Ian Rappaport just tweeted that supposedly the Dolphins are at least now listening to offers for Jalen Waddle. I know that's receiver,
Oh, for
and
real?
yeah, it just came across my screen. It was so funny, but
What Bleacher Report?
Ian Rappaport, Ian
Okay,
Rappaport,
Bleacher Report. Let me see.
rap sheet.
I have not seen that. Let me see.
It just came across, but who
We got
knows?
we got to do a trade deadline special Tuesday night too.
That's right, yeah. Because honestly,
I
do
think
you
it's gonna be
think?
crazy.
I think it'll be a busy day, not just for the Patriots, but around the league. But I do think the
Yeah, it said the
Patriots.
Dolphins. The Dolphins will at least now consider offers for Jalen Waddle. Sources say, "Yeah, you're right." Oh man, Miami is they are unraveling before our eyes.
They're tearing down the foundation, everything right now in Miami. It's
but Planet, you know what's interesting? Just not even a year ago, I told myself and I told people, I said the Patriots are in a good position. They got a lot of cap space. You got your future quarterback. The Dolphins, I knew McDaniel, even if they came close to make it, I knew this probably gonna be his last year. Tua can't stay healthy. Just less than a year ago, the Dolphins was Super Bowl contenders, and it was the Bills and the Dolphins in the AFC East.
I know.
I might have the mighty have fallen. Now it looks like the Patriots are back to the top with Buffalo, but the Dolphins are right there. And listen, it's potential. Nobody. I told this to a buddy the other day. It's a great possibility that next year the whole division can have new coaches except for the Patriots. Because
Yeah.
Bills don't go far in the playoffs. McDermott could be gone. The Jets, they're a mess. I know they just beat the Bengals, but I mean it's the Bengals. Their defense is terrible. And then
Yeah.
the Dolphins. It's a good chance that the whole AFC East, besides the Patriots, it could be three teams with new coaches. I'm telling
Wouldn't shock me.
yeah, and I wouldn't be shocked if the Jets got rid of Aaron Glenn. I know it's 1 year, but I wouldn't be shocked.
Well, it's the Jets.
So,
It's you know what I mean. It's Woody Johnson. You expect that type of behavior. But yeah, you hit it on the head with the Dolphins. They were just. It seemed like they were just contenders. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Not too long ago, and now it's just over with. Tyreek Hill goes down this year. We don't even know if he'll play again. Probably definitely not for the Dolphins. But are you a little bit surprised that because they got rid of the GM? I forgot what his name is, Bill Greer or
Chris
something.
Greer, Chris Greer.
Chris Greer, yeah, but I'm a little shocked that they're saying they're gonna stick with Mike McDaniels. But I guess
Just
for
for right
now,
now, they don't want to do it now because you're gonna
yeah,
bring in and they probably don't because the worst thing you could do is hire the interim coach. Then the team start playing better. You start winning some games. Now you messed up your draft pick.
I
So
know.
keep if it ain't broke, keep going with Daniel. Wait till the end. We know it's gonna be because normally when a GM comes in, he want his own quarterback, he want his own guy, he want his own head coach. So McDaniel, he probably got what's about 7, 8 more games left. He'll be gone. He won't be there. I actually like him as an offensive coordinator though.
Yeah, me too. I respect his offensive mind. He's kind of reminds me of like the Bill Belichick of the offensive side of the ball. I mean, that's giving him a little too much credit, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to being a genius, he's like an offensive genius, at least as far as X's and O's go. When he gets in front of the podium and starts talking, he doesn't sound like the biggest genius. What is up with that too? Those press conferences, he's always like
Bro,
the
weird.
he says every other word.
Yeah.
I just can't even listen to him. It's worse than
He
listening to
doesn't
Bill
even look
Belichick.
like it. He doesn't look like a head coach.
He really doesn't. He belongs as an OC. I really believe
Yeah.
that, and I think
But
he'd be
I know
okay.
a good spot for him though next year with the Titans as the offensive coordinator for Cam Ward. I could see him going to Tennessee next year
That's not a
and,
bad
and be
idea.
an
That's not a
OC and be
bad.
an offensive coordinator. Because like some guys are not meant to be a head coach. Josh McDaniels promised that he is not a head coach. He's better as an offensive coordinator. And Drake May even said that he was on this. He was made on this world. He was born to the world to be an offensive coordinator, not a head coach. So some guys are better coaches and some guys are better coordinators. But back to this Falcons Patriots game. What you looking forward to the most in this game? And this game's gonna keep me up all night. I don't know about this game, man. I just don't. And I know the last few weeks I've been down on the guys and I've been wrong. But I just feel like I was worried about Cleveland defense, just the defense. But the
Well,
Falcons, I just feel, and you don't know what Falcons team you're going to get. Are you going to get the Falcons team that showed up on Monday Night Football about a month ago and beat the Bills?
exactly.
Or you going to get the Falcons that got shut out by the Carolina Panthers at home? So
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
don't know what you're going to
Inconsistent.
get.
Probably the biggest, most inconsistent team in football, realistically, just the way they've shown the opposite sides of the spectrum. And the thing that worries me, I guess, is the fact that they are ranked first in the NFL as far as pass defense goes. They're giving up less than like 150 pass yards per game, which is insane. But then I kind
It's
of dug
crazy.
into it, and last week wasn't it? Yeah, last week they didn't really. They let up a lot of yards last week. They didn't look the greatest on defense. So I'm hoping that plays into the
I
Patriots'
mean,
favor.
Tua had 205 yards, what, 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns? He lit them up last week.
Was it four? Holy shit! Yeah, see,
I think it
they
was
put up
4 last
points.
week for Tua.
So I mean, and Tua, I mean, I used to be somewhat high on Tua, but he just unraveling before our eyes. And for him to go out there, he looked decent, but that Dolphins team is a mess.
Four
I'm just
touchdowns and 0 interceptions last week.
That's what I'm saying. So if he do it, maybe Drake May can go out there and capitalize as well. We'll see. But they still concern me because the fact, on average, less than 150 passing yards, that's impressive. So you do
But
gotta,
then you look at the teams they play. Okay, they played a rookie, JJ McCarthy. They
yeah,
played
that's what I
Bryce
mean.
Young. Played Josh Allen. They played Mac Jones. Tua. So they really haven't played a Burrow. They played Allen on Monday Night Football.
Yeah,
They
that's
haven't
the one.
played. Yeah, so I mean, hey, the Brown. Everybody talked at the Browns defense last week, and we put up 30-something points on them.
That's what I mean. So it could be something like that. You know what I mean? And we can give our
Yeah,
predictions
Tua threw
afterwards.
4 last week. Yeah, go ahead.
when we get to my prediction, when we get to our predictions, if we're gonna give our score predictions, I'll give you guys mine. But I think it'll be one of those things. It's a close game. You know what I mean? I think it'll be close up until the fourth, all the way through, and then the Patriots will pull away. Some of you guys probably seen my post. I posted the prediction already on the Twitter, but I
I
don't think
will
it'll
say
be.
this right here though. The last three were really all year. They've been getting off the slow starts on defense and remaining the last couple weeks. I would not. I don't want to do it against the Falcons because the
No.
Falcons actually have the talent to next thing you know, you down 3-0. The next thing you know, you blank your eye, you're down 10-0. Or maybe 14, or maybe you know what I mean, maybe 14-0. So I wouldn't do that to the Falcons. A team like that, they're desperate for a win. Coach might be on the hot seat. They got a lot of talent. It isn't
Mm.
this nothing for Beyond Robinson. I mean, we've gone the whole year. We haven't given up a 50-yard rusher. You really think that's going to stand all year? We
Now,
kind of
I don't know,
we're due
Bijan.
for a bad game, right? We're due for a bad game. So my thing is, I just feel like I wouldn't want to mess around with Atlanta. If you got a chance to put them away, put them away. Don't go there. And we got the opening drive defense. The first two drives they've been terrible. Yeah,
I
it's
know.
good that they adjust and they get back on track. But how many like next week? And we're gonna get into Tampa next week. You go to Tampa next week and you you get down 10-0 or 14-0, you're in trouble because now you're on the road. That's when it's gonna come back and bite you. You know what I mean? So we get to that game next week, going to Tampa and getting down, and the defense starting out slow. But on the Falcons, I wouldn't do that with the Falcons. They're a desperate team. They're desperate. They need a win bad.
Yeah, you bring up the Bucks next week. That's key though in a sense because we've been talking about these trap games, and I've been one
Mr.
saying that.
Miles said, "This a game. I'm afraid the defense can't have it, bro." That's what I'm saying. The same thing, bro. Mister, I don't know if he was on my schedule release show, but DJ, if he's still in here, tell you. I said in May, I said I don't like the. We already not a good home team. We're gonna lose to the Falcons. Now, I didn't know the Falcons would look like this right now. I didn't know that. I didn't know whether good or bad. I just said something about that game. It just I don't. And
You
it's
have.
leaving me. I don't know what it is. Now, if they win, if the Patriots win tomorrow, I told everybody I'm gonna make a post. I'm gonna say, hey, I was wrong. Hey, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
You'll,
But
you'll gladly be wrong when the Patriots are
yeah,
winning, though. You know what I'm
yeah. But
saying?
if the Falcons win, I look like a genius.
Yeah, no, because you've been calling it since the beginning of the season.
So I got to stay with it.
In the way it's positioned right before the Bucks game, we've all been worried about these trap games, and I'm one that said that I don't believe this Patriots team can fall into a trap game because of their coaching. But if there is going to be a trap game, it's the one right before the Bucks because that Bucks going to Tampa, that's probably your hardest game on the schedule remaining, unless you count Buffalo. But you already went to Buffalo and won, so I think that Tampa game, or depending on how hot Baltimore is.
I think
But yeah,
Moore's on the hot seat. So yeah, this Raheem Moore's second year in Atlanta or third year? I think it's his second year.
I
Second year because
think
they tried to get Belichick last
yeah,
year.
because they
Second year.
wanted Belichick, yeah, when they
Yeah,
fired him before Mayo.
yeah.
So
These slow. What you think these slow starts is? You think it's the communication, or just is it personnel, or is it play calling, or I mean, these slow starts on defense are weird.
it's so weird that I just want to sit here and just say that it's random. It's just what happened, and it shouldn't be. But it's turning into our identity at this point because it's happened so much. You kind of want to, you have to break that habit. You can't fall into this
Now, last
consistent
week against
behavior.
the Browns, I thought they had a stop on third and long, but they ran like a pick play, and Marpu got picked on that play. So I
Yeah,
mean that just happened, but I guess Marple could have been more aware. But okay, you got down 3-0 in Tennessee, got
I know.
down no 7-0 in Tennessee, 3-0 in New Orleans. Then the Panthers came into your house, they got up 7-0. Cleveland last week 7-0. So these slow starts are really killing them, man.
That's the one thing. It's that, and then the taking the number of sacks. Those are my only two concerns: the slow starts and the amount of sacks. And I said the concern about the sacks, and people were pointing to at least May turns a lot of those sacks into like only a -1 yard loss,
Yeah,
negative
yeah.
2 yard. So he does do a
He
good job.
runs into a lot of sacks too.
That's what I was gonna say though. You still want to see him get better in that regard, but there's not a lot to complain about. That's not what I'm trying to do, like talk negatives. But if
Hey,
you
I
want
would
to
have
point
rather
out,
those sacks than him
exactly.
forcing and turning the ball over though.
Yeah, yeah, that's the key because we've seen it with Mac Jones. He'll try to make anything happen when nothing's there, and you just force
Yeah.
turnovers. And we were worried that Drake May would fall into that uh, into that habit as well when we saw a lot of turnovers last season. But to me, last season, his rookie year, a lot of those were tipped, not
Mhm.
necessarily on him as much. And we're seeing it this year. He's just been so damn efficient. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's really keeping this offense. afloat the way it's been. Just Drake May's efficiency and the lack of the minimizing of turnovers.
What is a matchup on the Falcons you think we should look to take advantage of? I know they got some injury. I think I seen that Zach Harrison's going to be out. I think when they start in corners, the slot corner, Bowman's out. They got a few injuries. I think Jesse Bates is going to play. I think you can run on them. And I
That's what I was
think
gonna say.
if last week was Travion Henderson breakout game, I can't wait to see what he does tomorrow. Because I would try to run up the middle on them because they weak up the middle. I think I heard and I seen run a lot of zone, run some duos up the middle, or get Travion Henderson. Because on them sweeps, he's explosive. He can get out there on the outside. I wouldn't mind seeing some Terrell. I'm running on Atlanta no more. I wouldn't even try to throw 30 times or 25. I'm running the football until they can stop it.
No, I agree. That was gonna be my matchup, so to speak, that I went with because I read a stat. The Falcons have given up, I believe, 6.9 yards per carry on inside power runs. So it's funny you would said inside runs as opposed to outside. 6.9 yards per carry. That's a large amount of yards given up. Now, granted, obviously they probably given up large runs that skew the average a little bit, but you want to test them. You at least want to fire away in the middle. They've been weak. That's their weak point. Even though Trevion Henderson struggled up the middle, he did last week have that open and run that was up the middle. I think he can get going, being the bell cow back that he's going to probably be tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe Terrell Jennings gets a bunch.
Please
But
don't fumble because he fumbled last week.
That's true too. Yeah, we got blessed that he didn't lose it. Or did he lose it? He
He
lost it.
lost that one. He lost
They
that
did.
one
Yeah, it
right
was
there in the
late. It
red
was
zone.
late.
It looked like he was about to score too.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So that sucks for him. You know what I mean? At least he had the good game. What do you have, like 80 something yards,
70
I believe?
yards. I think 10 or 12 carries for 70 yards.
Yeah, so it's something to build on at least, because if he would have had another very minimal game and then he had that fumble on top of it, we would all be down in the
I
in the
would like to
dirt.
see him get about 15 carries. Give me
Yeah.
Jennings for about 8 to 10. Maybe Dearness Johnson. Dearness Johnson might be behind Henderson tomorrow because he got the experience. I mean, Jennings he been running good the last couple of
Yeah.
weeks, but I'm interested in seeing it because I don't want to put too much on Travion Henderson.
Me too, though, because that's what we worried about really going into the season was we thought that he needed Ramondre because we seen him with Quinshon Judkins. He's always been a guy that split the backfield, split the carries. And a lot of fans were like, they didn't really believe that Trevion could carry the RB1 workload. At least we'll get a chance to see it happen this week, you know? So if anything, man, this is Trevion's opportunity to really show why he was drafted in the second round. I still
Mr.
have all the faith in the world.
Mr. Mime said, I think defense trying to figure out the offense out to see what they doing, let them empty the clip on first drive, but can't continue that. No, you're right, Mr. Mime. You can't continue that against the teams like Tampa. You gotta go to Baltimore later on. You got Buffalo again. Like now, crazy enough, but a few weeks ago they played Buffalo when the streak started or whatnot with the second game of the streak. They stopped at Bills on the first drive. It was the first drive from the opening drive, from the second half. But they got the Bills off the field on the first drive. So when you go to Tampa next week, and like I said, we got all next week to get into that game. We're about the Falcons right now. You can't afford to be down 7-0 because that 7-0 can turn to 10-0 real quick, or maybe even 14-0. And now you're chasing. Now you can't run the ball. You can't play like Drake May been playing. Now you got to put the whole game in Drake May. Before you know it, he's throwing the ball 35, 40 times because Baker Mayfield gonna keep coming. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be a big topic next week. We wait till next week for that. Who's your for tomorrow player like X Factor for tomorrow? X Factor X Factor.
I have an article coming out that I was working on, and I went with Trevion Henderson. I know we already alluded to it, so I'll give you guys another one. But I do want to say, I think Trevion Henderson.
Guys, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Please hit that like button. Make sure you're sharing the content, and make sure you are subscribed, man. Make sure you go to my boy Pat's Planet YouTube channel too, and subscribe, like, and share over there, man. Appreciate it. Go ahead, Pats.
Yeah, no, I think Trevion Henderson has a shot. I'll say at least 100 total yards. Whether you know what I mean, whether he gets 50 runs, 50 receiving, but I think he'll get 100 total yards, and I think he'll be a big time X factor again. Probably a score too. But I still think Drake May is going to be in there, making plays, being efficient. So if I got to give you two of them, I'll give you Trevion and Drake May, because I could see Trevion getting a deep pass from Drake May, wheel route or something like that. They utilize him in that way too.
Or a screen probably.
A screen too, something like that. They're gonna get Trevion all over the place. I feel like he's gonna be working a lot. So yeah, Trevion Henderson's probably my X factor. Who would you go? You gonna go somebody on defense?
Yeah, I'm gonna go on defense. I'm gonna go. I'm
Because
gonna
I
go
wanted to
Christian.
say Gonzo.
I'm gonna go Gonzo. I'm going
I
Gonzo.
wanted
I
to
want to
say
see
Gonzo.
Gonzo against Drake London because I don't know if you've seen. I might got seen the clip. It was before Gonzo came out in the draft. They asked him who's his toughest matchup in college, and guess who he said?
Did he
Drake.
say?
He said Drake
Okay.
London. He said Drake London was his toughest. He said Drake London gave him some problems while they was in college together. So he kind of woke him up a little bit. So I want to see that matchup tomorrow. The one thing about the Falcons, Penix does not like to throw the ball in the middle of the field. That's a good thing for the Patriots because we're not good in the middle of the field. Our linebackers
Bro.
are terrible or whatnot, so they're slow. So that's good. He
Well,
likes to
yeah.
go outside hitches, curls, outside deep pass. Now he can spin it. He got a pretty arm now. And he
I
gonna
love his release. Yeah, his release.
but he's not the most accurate quarterback. So Gonzo
Yeah.
and Carlton Davis should have a lot of chances tomorrow. They should have a lot of chances tomorrow. I like Gonzo and Drake London. I guess Carlton Davis probably be on Darnell Mooney. I don't
Yep.
know who the heck that third wide receiver is. I do not know.
I don't
Um,
have the I don't have my laptop with me or
Probably Cal
computer.
Pitts. Cal Pitts. Well, Cal Pitts. He
Kyle
probably.
Pitts is gonna be who do you think they'll put on him? Just
Ugh, I don't. Maybe Craig Woodson, Jalen
that's
Hawkins.
yeah, it's gonna be a
I would
mixture
double
maybe.
Pitts. I would double him
Mm.
and just man up on everybody else. Gonzo should be able to handle, well, not handle Drake London, but be able to hold his own on Drake London.
Well, listen, hey, last week, what did we give up the most yards to in the passing game? It was tight ends. It was Njoku. It was what's his name, the rookie
Fannin. A
Fannin.
lot of that was
Exactly.
in garbage time though.
A lot of it was garbage time, but like you had said though, the middle of the field worries me a little bit with his defense. So
My X factor is
Kyle,
Gonzo. I think he's going to pick. I think he's going to pick.
yes,
And they're going to try to get London vibe and go to well too many times. He goes to way too many. Yeah, I would love to see Gonzo get the pick. He almost had one last week. Who is
that's
the
what I
keeper?
was saying.
Who the keeper light for the game tomorrow? I don't know who the keeper light for tomorrow. Do you know?
Do they announce it? I thought they announced it in the morning of game day. I'm not sure.
I thought they did too. William Tarkowski. We'll figure it out. My God, make sure you hit that like button, man. Please hit that like button. Make sure you like up the stream. Prediction time. What's your prediction? I'm gonna say, hold on. Mr. Mind said, Davis, to expect a Davis penalty tomorrow.
Carl Davis.
He due for one.
Yeah, and what worries me with Colin Davis? He always seem like he's always teasing us with injury. He's always on the ground worrying Patriot fans. Am I right?
Two things for certain about him. Well, one thing for certain. He's either gonna have a penalty, and you're gonna know something like a holding penalty on third down, or he gonna walk off the field limping, looking at his foot, his knee, his ankle, or something. It's gonna be one or two. One of the two
Yeah,
gonna happen. You just gotta
that's
wait and find out which one.
that's becoming part of our identity too with Colin
But
Davis.
last
But
week he didn't get hurt, but he did have a penalty.
yeah. So you can't win. It's one or the other, like you said. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to watch for that tomorrow.
yeah. But yeah, what's your prediction?
I got the Patriots winning, man. I know that's gonna be what, 6 games in a row now? That would be 6 games
Seven,
in a row.
six. Yeah, six.
Yeah, it'll be 7-2, 6 game winning streak. All right, I got
Hey,
the
hold on, time
score.
out. The 7-2 don't even sound right, do it?
It's
For the
crazy.
Patriots.
It's
Bro,
crazy.
I thought we'd be 4-4 or 4-5. The 7-2 don't even sound right, bro.
You see, I had us winning like 10, 11 games. I did, but I didn't think we would start the season off this dominant or this efficient. But yeah, 7-2 sounds crazy considering we just had 4 wins. We're almost doubling our win total from last season, but it still almost has Patriot fans in shock almost, right?
It kind of seems too good to be true.
Yeah, like we're gonna wake up and be like, Mac Jones is still our quarterback, man.
Yeah.
But now I got the Patriots winning, like I had said earlier, close game. I think it'll be close all the way to the fourth quarter, and then the Patriots finally go up 2 scores at the end. So I got 27-16. That was my score. 27-16. Patriots.
Man, listen, schedule came out in May.
But I know you got. I know.
I picked this game as a loss, and if y'all watched, I had a special guest on the other day. I picked it up on the show with him too. Shout out to my boy Berto from the Atlanta Falcons talk show. Came on. You make sure y'all go check that episode out too a couple days ago. I think Wednesday. I think I'm going with the Falcons, bro. I'm going with the Falcons. I can't believe it. I know 28-3. I know it's Michael Penix. I know the Falcons are. You don't have Jekyll and Hyde. Know what they're gonna do. I'm gonna go Falcons win 24-20, and it hurts me. I just think we're due for one of those games, and maybe that game comes next week in Tampa. I could be a week off,
Yeah.
but I think we can agree on this is the toughest game of the 3 cupcakes we've had the last couple weeks.
Yeah, the
But
road. Yeah.
personnel wise, Atlanta's a top 10 team personnel wise. And I wouldn't, I mean, would you be shocked if Falcons win tomorrow?
Oh hell no, no, no. The way their talent is, yeah, across the board. Michael Penix, Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Drake London. You just go on and on.
It's just stuck right here. It's something like I just don't know what it is, man. And normally when I feel this way, I'm right. So I'm going with the fight. And I know I'm gonna get all types of hate mail, and they're going
Hey, man.
to adventures and all that. And then especially on TikTok, said they're gonna jump to me. But it is what it is. Because one thing you can't call me a bias fan. I try to be as real as I can, and I try to stay honest and stay consistent with it. So I'm gonna go Falcons 20. It hurt. I'm gonna go Falcons 24-20. I just don't feel good about this game, and I'm gonna stay with it. Now maybe tomorrow. Oh, headphones came out. Maybe tomorrow I wake up a little will, and I might have a different feel, but I'm still gonna stick with it. 24-20 Falcons. I just think we do for one of those games. Now, if you look at it on the positive side, we won 5 straight. Everything's been looking. It's been going smooth. What if we lose this game, but then next week in Tampa, that we are kind of motivated to win that one? You know, maybe we're a little fired up because we dropped the game that we shouldn't have dropped. It's just crazy how things work. But maybe I'm a week off. Maybe it comes next week. But I feel like we do for a loss, man. We do for one to a team that we shouldn't lose to.
What did Berto have to say about his prediction? Does he have the Falcons winning?
He got Patriots winning.
Oh, he does.
He was shocked that I picked the Falcons.
Really? But you told him obviously that you've been.
I don't know why. It's something about it's a back-to-back home game. We're not the great. We're 2-2 at home. Falcons are a desperate team. You got the 28-3 thing that's hanging on everybody. Falcons coming off an embarrassing loss. You don't know what it's so many. You don't know what team you're going to get. You don't know what Falcons you're going to get. Or is it going to be the team that got shut out by the Panthers in Carolina, or is it going to be the team that whooped up on the Bills on Monday Night Football a few weeks ago? You don't know what you're going to get. So this is a tricky game. But like I said, if I'm wrong, I'll come out here and say that I was wrong. That I'm fine with that. But I'm sticking Falcons 24-20. And maybe I look like a genius afterwards. I don't know. I just think we do. I think we do for one.
Yeah, it almost does feel like everything's just been going perfect for
us.
Don't it feel like it? Yeah, aside from the slow starts and all that. Watch us go off to a fast start. Watch tomorrow be one of those games you go off to a fast start, everything looks good, and then you fall apart, right? I wouldn't be shocked either or, honestly.
Or I'm complete wrong. We get a stop on the first drive of defense.
Yeah,
get a 14-zip, and now I'm looking like a daggone food.
That's what I'll be hoping for. We'll be hoping for that, but
we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. Hey, trade talk real quick.
I was gonna say Breece Hall. You hearing people talk about Breece Hall? I don't think it'll happen. I
can see Tony Pollard.
But I wanted to ask you, would you give the Jets a 3rd-round pick for Breece Hall if they were to do it?
But see, he's gonna be a half-season rental. He's a free agent.
You don't think?
I'm not getting away with my valuable assets just to have you for a year, unless I know. Listen,
that's what I'm saying.
How old is Breece Hall? Like 25?
24. So yeah, he would be 25 at some point this season, I'm assuming.
He did have that ACL injury a couple years ago, but I think he's kind of rebounded from that.
I would have to have him also wanting to extend. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want the rental.
Yeah, I need to have that in place. Like, I'm not giving up no 3rd round. We're not a team that's a Breece Hall away from winning the Super Bowl, so I'm not giving up a draft pick just to watch you for 8 or 9 or whatever, how many games left. Then you're gonna walk and go sign with the Steelers or whoever in free. I'm not gonna do that. You know. So I wouldn't do it. I would for Tony Pollard though. I don't think it'll take a 3rd round pick for Tony Pollard.
No, not at all. I don't think so either.
Like a day 3 pick.
Yeah, that's where I think is the more realistic spot to go. A Tony Pollard, a Jerome Ford, or something along those lines.
It's not flashy, but hey, it's depth, good depth. I like Tony Pollard can play. He's nice.
Well, even the other thing with Breece Hall is I feel like if they're asking for a 3rd-round pick, I feel like other teams will probably offer the 3rd-round pick. And if they have multiple offers, they're not going to go in division trade. You know what I mean? Even though I think the Dolphins might.
That's what I'm about to say. I can see the Dolphins giving us Jalen Phillips before the Jets give us Breece Hall.
Me too. Because the Dolphins are just in complete. Even though the Jets should be
right now, they are.
The Jets should be blowing it up just like the Dolphins. Yeah. But for whatever reason, the Jets have screwy management. They just don't. What they need is their owner to sell the team.
They think because they won last week, everything gets solved.
Yeah, right. What have you done for me lately? Well, I guess you guys can live on that win.
Who do the Jets play tomorrow? They want to buy or something?
Who do the Jets play? I don't have the computer up. I would have to minimize this.
Chuba Hubbard from the Panthers. Tony.
I heard that too. I heard that.
I think it's Chubb. Yeah, it's Chubby Hubbard. I wouldn't mind that. because he's they got Rico Dowdle in Carolina.
He's
I
starting to
want
go off.
Arden. I take Arden Key from the Titans. We need an edge. I
People
actually
are
think
talking Arden Key.
we need a pass rusher more than we need a running back right now. Because
You're
if
right.
Chaseon and Landry gets hurt, knock on wood, we're in trouble.
Well, we just sent Keon White, which was our depth. We sent
Yeah,
him packing. So
we're in trouble if Chaseon and Harold Landry get hurt. We're in trouble. I mean,
you're 100.
are we
percent
really going to rely on Anthony Jennings, Elijah Ponder, Braden Swenson? So we're in trouble. So I think Arden Key would be a good third down rusher.
And he's hurt right now, but I think he's on the verge of being back and ready. He might even be healthy right now, but they don't want to play him because of the trade. You know what I'm saying? But he
we
hasn't played since like October 5th, I think.
we getting a pass rusher Tuesday. Going to be shocker. We're going to get someone we don't expect to watch, like a Jalen Phillips, probably from the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins will do it.
Like,
But
yeah,
who's a
like I said,
pass rusher
they're
that we
tearing it
wouldn't
up.
expect? Now I take what you call from the Jets, but they ain't going to do it. Will McDonald, I take him, but they ain't going to do that. Though he's a young ascending prospect, a young ascending player. Not going to do that.
I keep hearing people talk about Brian Thomas Jr. getting traded. Why would the
Jets,
Jaguars?
Browns tomorrow. No, Browns on a bye the week. By tomorrow. I think the Jets are. Let me see. I think the Jets are on the bye too. I know the Browns on a bye.
I don't have it up in front of me right now. Yeah, the Browns are on a bye because I got Quinshon Judkins on fantasy. They're definitely on a bye. Who do the Jets play? You could be right.
Sunday, November the 9th, the Jets play the Browns. So next week, next Sunday.
Oh, next
November the
Sunday,
9th.
yes.
Yeah,
So they're both
November the
on
9th.
byes tomorrow.
Yeah. William Tarkowski they play November the 9th. That's their next game, but it's gonna be November the 9th.
Yeah, so
Who's some other trade target? I would like Jay. He's been hurt the last couple of years. He's been a bit injury prone, but sometimes a change of scenery will cure all those injuries or whatnot.
who?
Jalen Phillips from the Dolphins.
Oh, yeah. No. How about what you heard Brian Thomas Jr. rumors? I'm not saying necessarily for the Patriots, even though you're hearing it. Why would the Jaguars get rid of Brian Thomas Jr. is my
Who the
thing.
hell? Who's going to be their wide receiver? Travis Hunter's hurt, so I know
He's
they're not
hurt.
going to
He's
bring him
already on
back.
IR. That's another thing. We kind of.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that.
You think
What
we
about Jalen?
could?
What about Jalen Waddle from the Dolphins?
Hey, we heard that the beginning
I
of the
don't think they'll
show.
send him. I don't think
I
they'll
don't
send
either,
him.
but imagine though, because hey, we heard as soon as we started the show, I got the notification. I was like, wait a minute, Jalen Waddle is available. It doesn't
I don't
shock
think
me.
they'll do it.
I just don't think they'll give it to the Patriots. Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't do it.
Man, imagine Diggs, Waddle, Kayshawn Booty. That
It's
is
nice.
insane.
It's nice to think.
It is.
Fantasy
It's some
football in
Madden.
that part.
That's some like
But,
Madden
hey, we've
franchise
seen
mode.
crazier things, but they probably gonna ask for a home.
Yeah. Nah, you're right.
The
It's
Dolphins, I can't believe they're blowing it up. They might well lose bench Tua, put in
yeah.
Quinn Ewers, and just use play the rest of this year to get a top 5 pick, get a quarterback or whatever, and get as much. They probably gonna trade Waddle, Phillips, Chubb. I don't think they get rid of A-Chain.
Nah.
But they're gonna get rid of a lot of guys. Minka Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah,
That's another one.
I
I've
do
even
think
heard.
it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be an active deadline start. I think starting Sunday night because these after who played tomorrow night? Seattle and Washington. After tomorrow night's game, I think it's gonna be trades gonna start up into Monday morning because the deadline is Tuesday. So we might do a deadline show Tuesday. I keep you posted on that. I think
Let's do it. Let's do it.
From Sunday night on to the deadline, it's gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna be active.
Why isn't the Bills and Chiefs the primetime matchup tomorrow night? They got the 4:00 slot, I guess.
Yeah,
but
we got the Seahawks and Command, which ain't a bad game.
it's not a bad game. It's just you have the Bills Chiefs right there.
It seems like that Bills Chiefs game is always like a 4:00 game.
You're right, though. It does seem that way. And it's always a fire game. Don't get me wrong. It's always entertaining.
Real quick, I'm glad you mentioned that game. Who you rooting for tomorrow? Chiefs. I'm going Chiefs.
Me too, but I'm wording it in a different manner. I'm rooting for the Bills to lose. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't bring myself to root for the Chiefs. But I want to see them both. If they could both take a L, that's what I would want. They're not going to tie. I mean, who knows? Maybe this day and age, maybe they do. That'd be something, right? If they tie,
if the Chiefs win, we're still like we're a 4 game ahead of the Bills. Right now, we just got the same record because we beat them. But if Chiefs win, we're a 4 game ahead. So keep in mind this, guys. Make sure you in the chat. If the Chiefs win tomorrow and the Bills get their 3rd loss, we can afford to drop a game against maybe Tampa. Or so we can afford to drop that game because even if we lose, we'll still be leading the AFC East. Now, in terms of getting number 1 seed, you're probably Indianapolis. The Colts, Mike. What have you seen from the Colts? You like the Colts?
I just think they keep.
I haven't seen them play yet, but I mean,
I've watched. I'm not gonna lie and say I've watched full games of them because I haven't. But I've gone back and watched highlights and clips. And Daniel Jones, and from everything I'm hearing, the Colts local media talk about, they really believe in that team right now. And obviously, you got Jonathan Taylor, who's going to be in the MVP talks. He's not going to win it because he's a running back. But say that team wins out and he has over 2,000, you never know. You never know. But I'm not, as far as Daniel Jones, I got to see it to believe it when it's real deal football. And with Daniel Jones, he's not going to really scare me until you're down a couple touchdowns to the guy in the playoffs. He's not going to scare me until I see it.
I'm gonna keep an eye on that Steelers and Colts game closely tomorrow.
Yeah, we that's a game we kind of want to root for the Steelers, even though they beat us and we kind of we're in a race with them, so to speak, for a playoff spot. I'd kind of want to see.
But even if the Colts lose tomorrow, we wouldn't be the 1 seed because they have 2 losses, and our 2 games that we lost are in the AFC conference. They lost to the Rams and who else? They would lose to the Rams and the Steelers basically. So they have a better conference record than us.
Yeah, key point there. And I know it's a little early to talk playoff seeding, but it all comes down to sometimes it's just one game that gets you. So that's why every week is important. You know what I mean? That's why we talk about the playoffs each and every week.
Yeah.
But
so gonna be interesting, man. Got trade deadline. We got Patriots Falcons tomorrow.
We got a lot of excitement.
Watch party tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you tune in to the watch party, Ken's Packs All Patriots Podcast watch party tomorrow. Be up there about 15 minutes early, 12:45. Game started at 1. Can't wait to chat with you guys there. Man, you got anything left, bro?
Yeah, if you want, I'll hop on during halftime again. If you
okay,
like.
cool. Yeah, I'll send you the link. I think D here probably be on too. So hey guys, appreciate it. It's gonna wrap it up for the Kings Pants. We just want to come out here and talk a little bit of Falcons play. We might start doing this more often on Saturday. Ain't too much going on. Come up.
It's chill,
Come in, just talk, have some conversation about the game, latest news, elevations, all that. That's gonna be it for us though. We're gonna catch y'all tomorrow. Well, I catch y'all tomorrow. Hopefully Planet probably join us tomorrow during the halftime report. And we're going to talk a little bit then. Guys, before you end the show, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you're sharing the content. And make sure you are subscribed to the Ken's Pats All Patriots podcast. Make sure you go to my guy Pat's Planet Show and his YouTube. And make sure you subscribe and like his video over there too, man. You doing a show tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to do a watch party too. But like I said, at halftime, I'm going to hop on yours so we could.
Okay. How yours turned out last week?
Pretty good. I think overall, like 200 something people in there, not all at once, but yeah, it was a good little showing. It was cool. Good, I enjoy doing them because I'm always animated during the games, even when I'm by myself. So I was like, we might as well do the watch parties too. But we gotta get those going together too.
We're gonna do we're gonna do the Tampa. We're gonna do the Buccaneers and Patriots next Sunday.
That's right. We did already set up the Bucks.
Yeah, because that's gonna be a local. That's gonna be I guess a national TV game. So we'll do that next week.
Yeah, let's do that. That'll be fun.
Yes,
That'll be fun.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate it, man. Hey, chat. Appreciate y'all. Hit the like button, share the content, make sure you subscribe, and I catch y'all. Hey, have a good night's sleep. Catch y'all tomorrow, man. Lunchtime, 12:45, 1 p.m. Eastern. Kansas Pats Talk Patriots watch party. Falcons Patriots. Hey, let's beat these Falcons, man. I don't feel good about it, but let's beat them.
Yeah, let's go.
Man. Appreciate it, bro.
All right, go Pats.
Yes, sir.